Once Upon a Deadpool is in theaters for 12 days only. I had a chance to check it out this morning, so let's talk about it. Wisecracking mercenary Deadpool tells Fred Savage the story of how he met Russell, an angry teenage mutant who lives at an orphanage. When Russell becomes the target of Cable, a genetically enhanced soldier from the future, Deadpool realizes that he'll need some help saving the boy from such a superior enemy. He soon joins forces with Bedlam, Shatterstar, Domino, and other powerful mutants to protect young Russell from Cable and his advanced weaponry. Once Upon a Deadpool stars Ryan Reynolds, Josh Brolin, Marina Baccarin, Julian Dennison, Zazie Beetz, TJ Miller, Brianna Hildebrand, and Fred Savage. It is rated PG-13 for intense sequences of violence and action, crude sexual content, language, thematic elements, and brief drug material. Real quick before I get into my thoughts, have you seen Once Upon a Deadpool yet? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you kind of meh about it? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. Alright, so Once Upon a Deadpool is pretty much a PG-13 cut of Deadpool 2, with some a new kind of framing device where Deadpool had kidnapped Fred Savage, recreated the set of The Princess Bride, and he's telling Fred Savage the story of Deadpool 2. Really, the Fred Savage new scenes are the best thing about Once Upon a Deadpool. The PG-13 cut of it, if I'm being honest, it didn't really work for me. There was a lot of choppiness in the editing, and it didn't really feel like it was supposed to be PG-13. And of course, it wasn't, because this film was written, shot, and released as a hard R film. It's like when you see an R-rated film cut down and edited to play on broadcast television, you know, and they bleep out all the swear words and they cut out all the violence and it just becomes really choppy. That is what Once Upon a Deadpool felt like to me. It just felt like a bad edit. It felt like a bad TV edit, really. No, and I hate to say that because I really love the first Deadpool movie. Deadpool 2, I'm a little bit more mixed on. I still really enjoy it, but to me it doesn't quite live up to the first film. But this new version, Once Upon a Deadpool, just feels all over the place. It does not feel cohesive. And again, the Fred Savage moments are the best part about it. The problem is they're too few and far between. There's quite a bit of it at the beginning, like the first 20-30 minutes or so. There's quite a bit of cutbacks to that new framing device and the new scenes with Fred Savage. But during the middle of the film, there's like a good half hour, 40 minutes of where it just plays out as, like I said, a bad TV edit of Deadpool 2. And they don't cut back to the Fred Savage scenes. And there were a couple parts where it changes scenes and there's a cut, and I would have thought that this would have been a perfect place to, you know, insert a new Fred Savage scene, insert a new joke, do something. But again, there's like 30 or 40 minutes in the middle of the film where it just plays out as we know and love from the original theatrical cut or the super duper cut of Deadpool 2, and they don't cut back to the new scenes at all. And I think that's really a detriment to the film. You know, I saw this movie earlier this morning and had some technical issues getting my setup. Again, just really awful. But I'm glad that I had that delay in filming my reaction, because it's given me time to think and to ponder, you know, what I really feel about Once Upon a Deadpool. And it's awesome that $1 from every ticket goes to charity to fund cancer research. That part of it is awesome. You know, I've had people talk to me at work and online, whatever, asking me, do you think a PG-13 Deadpool could work? You know, and is this kind of testing the waters if a PG-13 Deadpool could work. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't think we are any closer to that answer now that this film is released than we were 3 months ago. I don't think that Once Upon a Deadpool can answer that question, can a PG-13 Deadpool work? Because, again, Deadpool 2 was written, filmed, and released as a hard R. And this just feels like a bad TV edit, where they cut out all the violence, all the gore, all the F-bombs. There's still quite a bit of language here, so... they're kind of touting this as being family-friendly. There is still quite a bit of language. There's just no F-bombs. Going back to, can a PG-13 Deadpool work? I think it could. If the original material, if it was actually written and developed and filmed to be PG-13, I think it could potentially work. Especially if you have Deadpool realizing that he's now PG-13 and he has to kind of censor himself and whatever. But as it is with Once Upon a Deadpool, I don't know if this can definitively answer yes or no, can a PG-13 Deadpool work? Because, if I'm being completely honest, again, guys, it just feels like a bad, chopped up, poorly edited TV version of an R-rated film. And that's essentially what it is. If they showed a Deadpool 2 on broadcast TV, it would be very little different from Once Upon a Deadpool, minus the Fred Savage scenes that they just filmed and inserted here to take our money. It really feels like a cash grab. And, I don't know if I can fully recommend you spend your hard-earned dollars unless you are a hardcore Deadpool fan. Unless you really want to see this movie again, I'm not sure if I can really recommend paying full price admission to go seeing this. And that kind of pains me to say, because I had thought that Once Upon a Deadpool would have been more. The new Fred Savage scenes, again, are the best part about it. I just wanted more. And the parts of Deadpool 2, I thought would have... I thought they would have done more to make it truly PG-13, rather than just cut up and, again, very poorly edited in some spots. Overall, I'm going to give Once Upon a Deadpool a 3 out of 5. Again, I can't really recommend paying full ticket price to go see this. If you are a hardcore Deadpool fan, maybe you can justify that. But if you're just an average moviegoer, especially an average moviegoer who has already seen the original cut of Deadpool 2, there's not a whole lot of difference other than this is really watered down, and you get a few extra scenes with Fred Savage, but a lot of them are already online in some of the trailers and different clips that Fox has put out. So I can't really justify recommending to you to pay $10, $15, in some markets $20 to go see this film, because it's not really that different from the original, except it's watered down. And again, that kind of hurts to say, because I was really looking forward to seeing this, but I thought it was a brilliant concept, just executed not the best. If I'm going to watch Deadpool 2, I'm going to pull out my Blu-ray and watch the Super Duper cut, where it's total balls to the wall, total hard R, the way it was meant to be. Once Upon a Deadpool is a nice curiosity, but it would have made a nice bonus feature on the Blu-ray. Like, okay, you have the hard R, you have the theatrical cut, you have the even more hard R unrated cut, the Super Duper cut, but here's also the PG-13 cut. I think that would have worked a little bit better, and I wouldn't feel as badly recommending that you see it. As it is, again, I'm I'm thrilled beyond belief that they are giving a lot of the profits to cancer research. I think that is awesome. Congratulations to Fox for doing that. But again, it was a brilliant concept, just poorly executed. But those are my thoughts on Once Upon a Deadpool. Again, have you seen it yet? Are you excited to see it? If so, what do you think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think there really wasn't much of a difference? Or was it different enough that you would recommend to your friends to go see it full price? Whatever. Whatever your thoughts are, go ahead and leave me a comment down below, and let's talk movies. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Jeffito's Movie Vlog. You can watch more by clicking right over here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do so right now by clicking that round icon with my picture on it. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and then share it with other movie fans in your life. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I will see you at the movies. Bye-bye.